Okay, well, hello to anyone who is watching. Anyone watching this live, doesn't appear there's anyone viewing it live, but hello if you're watching this as a stream recording. Welcome to another one of my live streams. I have not streamed for over a week. I was busy last week going out and about, and then I've been pretty sick and off work this week, so this is the first time I've felt up to and felt like streaming. This was meant to be the first stream with my CP flight MCP. However, unfortunately, I wasn't really particularly happy with it, so sadly, that'll be going back. It's standard keyboard and a mouse, which is a real shame. I think for a cockpit setup, it's great, but for a sort of mostly desk-based environment, it just, especially for the money, didn't quite cut what I was trying to achieve, although it was a good bit of kit, but like I say, for the money, not quite up to what I was expecting, which is a real shame. Anyway, here we are, stand 5-3 at Manchester, and we are off on a virtual vRYR trip to Frankfurt for the Christmas markets. I have recently, well just today actually, installed VATSIM, so hopefully that will give a little bit more detail to the streams, especially for those of you who may have questions or need a little bit more clarification. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the aeroplane. So I have literally done nothing and not enough of the setup. It was quite good having actual hardware to be able to do all this. The bank angle selector was pretty temperamental in the unit I got, and the Barrow, these coders were a little slow to say the least. They either went in one or increments of 10. The one wasn't quite quick enough, I didn't think. The behaviour was a bit interesting. Apart from that, it was quite cool. Anyway, let's get the airplane powered up. Get the IRSs aligning. Bit of threat and error management today. Mostly me, because I've flown for so long. Oh, now we're upside down. Anyway, that's all we need for now. Just making sure everything matches. Turn those down. Look at the radios. The irritating markers turned off. That's been throwing people from what I've seen on the forums. Quick config check. Been pretty unlucky with the throttle. I've got the Warthog HOTAS, and there is a slight difference. You might not be able to see it here. It'll probably become apparent. There's see the difference there when the throttles are locked, so that will be going back for a replacement. So I haven't been doing too well really. Anyway, this is my quick and dirty overhead setup. You can of course follow the checklist.
Manchester ground, United 107, pushback, engine start completed, ready to taxi.
United 197, taxi holding point Mike 1 for runway 23 right, via Delta, Kilo and Juliet.
Roger that, taxi to 23 right via holding point Mike 1 via Delta, Kilo, Juliet, United 197.
So it's 19.1 tons of payload today, and we need fuel truck. Start our pretend pack boarding. So here we are with Avitab. It's different. Oh, I don't know. I can change the size of this. Never mind. Anyway, we've got today's OFP. And I've got a printed copy here. What I don't have is all of the pages, and I'm just getting used to this. There we go. So there's our OFP. I put these comments in. I have some that just works out departure and arrival stands, which is useful. And so hopefully this will make a little bit more sense, because I know in the past I have only referred to the plans I have printed out in front of me. Anyway, we are defueling. Updated the air as of yesterday. We're at Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. Okay, 5-3. Let's just check. Yes. GPS left. It's the FMC. And as you can see, we're off to Echo Delta, Delta Foxtrot. Not expecting full ATC on arrival. Today we are for Foxtrot Lima. And I am going to load up the company route, save. Typing it in. So, there's our route.
Manchester clears delivery, Jersey 9067, MAN-FRA to Jersey, it is Papa. Jersey 967, Manchester ground, good afternoon. You're clear to Jersey, Listo to Romeo departure, squawk 7763, and Papa is correct. Jersey 967 is cleared.
So a little bit still not quite prototypical with X-Pilot. Never mind. So just muting that for a second. So where do we get to? Big and Upper Lima 9 to Conan, Upper Lima 607 to Spikerbore, Tango 180 to Onoko. That's interesting. That's so that is in the plan here because of the step. There we go. That's why that's there. But anyway, it matches. So we're happy with that. So what is our gross weight going to be today? Well, I have an estimated zero fuel weight of 60.5. This should start coming down, and I have requested, as you saw, 6.8. I just rounded that up, not expecting any delays. But as you can see here, the FMC info, trip and taxi 3542, call it 3.6 for sake of argument. It will probably be a little bit less because of the short taxi here, so actually let's call it 3.5 because we've got 15 minutes of taxi fuel, which we're not going to use. We can get the APU on early. 26, 27, 28. Rounded up twice. There we go, threat error management. It's all me. Things in the wrong places. Cost index is 6, that is shown up the top here. And you can see this is a step descent rather than a step climb. So we're going to be 330 is our cruise. Top of climb wind, or you can go further on the OFP, but it is on the front page here, 279. 54. Asset deviation here, -1. And that's our performance popped in there. So let's have a look. ATIS 121975 is still set.
Your receipt of information, Quebec. And advise aircraft type on first contact.
What I want to do is get clearance quite sharp.
Manchester information, Quebec. Time 1420. Automatic. Runway in use 23 right. Transition level, flight level 65. Surface winds 260. 12 knots. Visibility 10. Kilometers or more light rain scattered 1,600 feet broken 2,100 feet towering cumulus detected. Temperature +10. Dew point +8. QNH 998 hectopascal threshold. QFE 989 hectopascal.
God, that's
Acknowledge your receipt of information, Quebec.
awful.
And advise aircraft type on first contact. Manchester information, Quebec. Time 1420. Automatic. Runway in use 23 right. Transition level, flight level 65. Surface winds 260. 12 knots. Visibility 10. Kilometers or more light rain scattered 1,600 feet broken 2,100 feet towering cumulus detected. Temperature +10. Dew point +8.
Okay, that's enough of that. That does make my head hurt.
Jersey 967, Squawk 77.
Okay, we'll call up in a moment now. Let me try and figure out why this went wrong. No, that says 10. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind putting it in manually, that should do it automatically. Interesting. Okay, so the other thing I did was I made the mistake of getting TOPA again, takeoff and performance calculator. And I got it once and tried it out, didn't get on with it, which is why I use QSIM Planner. What I forgot was why I didn't get on with it, and whilst it's not a bad tool, I'll just load it up on my iPad. It's not particularly useful. You put in the runway, you've got lots of flap settings, whereas QSIM Planner you've only got flap 5 for takeoff, which is a bit limiting because obviously sometimes you want to work out short runways and such. But all it gives you is the V-speeds. Absolutely nothing else, and a selected temperature. Now a selected temperature is fine for a D rate, except that's no use without the distances. It doesn't give N1, it just gives the V-speeds. Well, Zibo does that anyway, so I won't make this mistake of spending another €6 on that subscription. I think it could be great if it was improved. But yeah, it's not particularly useful when it comes to that. Anyway, let's pop in. It is going to be a flat 5 departure. We got the ATIS wind 260, 12. It says light rain, so I'm going to pop down a wet runway surface. I haven't looked at the charts yet, so I'm going to do that in 2 places, which is going to be somewhat confusing because I do like to have them on the iPad. I'll get the hang of this soon. Airports. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. Actually, I'll tell you what, since I've got it all listed on here anyway. Charts, right, airport charts. So look at the briefing. So we pin these. Noise abatement, preferential 2-3. To be honest, I mean, it's alright. Does one pin these? let's just get rid of that for the moment. Pop in the pressurization 330. The landing out is 350. We'll start the APU in a moment. Actually, let's get that on now. Going to be a little bit behind, but we're not going to be behind our departure takeoff time. Why don't we ask for clearance and then start doing all the calcs?
And Golf Whiskey India request push to start from position stand 42.
Golf Whiskey in. Correction. Golf Whiskey India, push and start approved, face south.
Push to start 3 face south, Golf Whiskey India.
Manchester ground, good afternoon, right F4, Foxtrot Lima 738, information Quebec stand 53, request departure clearance to Frankfurt.
Ryanair 4, Foxtrot Lima, you are cleared to Frankfurt. Samba 1 Romeo departure, squawk 3455, and Quebec is correct.
Cleared Frankfurt, Samba 1 Romeo, squawk 3455, Ryanair 4, Foxtrot Lima.
Ryanair 4, Foxtrot Lima, correct.
Good. Just in case he goes offline, good to get that call in.
Jersey 967, contact Manchester radar 118.575. Have a good one, bye now.
118.575 for Jersey 967, bye bye.
Now, Samba 1 Romeo, 23 right. I'll have a look at those charts in a moment. So, airport briefing. There is noise abatement, preferential runways. Nothing, I'm just thumbing through these nice and quick. Taxis, departures. So we'll accelerate nice and early, get us on our way. Airport chart, parking chart, takeoff minimums, and Samba 1 Romeo. So, elevation 257. Gives us 1, 2, 257 there. For the departure, we will want Honolulu inbound. Chester for the DME. So that'll be 154. I will get into the habit once I've got a hang of the habit of showing this. The stop climb is 5,000. It's going to be at 274. But we're not intercepting it, I'm just putting it there to remind me. Three miles right turn 274. And then intercept from 5. Let's have a look at the airport chart. The runway heading is 232. It was nice to have hardware to do this, but it was a bit slower. It was, however, quite useful to not have to try and use the mouse in the hand whilst flying. Never mind, maybe one day. So, that's our departure. Looks like that's neatly put in, straight ahead until 3 miles. start thinking about performance and also get the airplane shut up. So I think we can shut most of the doors.
Golf Whiskey India, request taxi.
Golf Whiskey India, taxi holding point Mike 1 for runway 23 right, Juliet Foxtrot and Juliet.
Mike 1 via Juliet Foxtrot and Juliet Golf Whiskey India.
So the data in here is correct. How heavy are we going to be for takeoff? 67.1 is the estimate. I'm going to go 67.3. Flap 5, max on, anti-ice off, because it's 10 degrees. And that is giving us 49, gives us 632. Full length, but having a look at where we're parked, would we prefer to take a hotel? So we've got full, we've got the option of mic, and we've got the option of hotel. So this is just on the takeoff run available chart. 23 right, runway head is 2897. From mic is 2567. Hotel is 2121. 2121 is exactly 39. I'd like a couple hundred meters extra at least. You're looking at something like 1850, so that'll give us an assumed temperature of 23. Mike 2567.
Golf Whiskey India, contact Manchester Radar 118.575. Have a good one. Bye now.
118.575 Golf Whiskey India, good afternoon.
So knocking about 300 off.
Manchester Ground Road, good afternoon. Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo 737 800 stand 49. We have Quebec explanation 908 hectopascals requesting IFR to Gatwick as failed.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, Manchester Ground, good afternoon. You're cleared London Gatwick, Sandbot 1 Romeo departure, squawk 6004. Information Quebec is correct.
6004 in the box, clear Gatwick, Sam 1 Romeo T3 right, Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, correct.
That is also 147. Okay, we've still got the front door open, so let's get that shut.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, we'll get hitched up before we go, so flat 5, 26k. Runway intersection we can take 2-3 right. Limit of mic. Surface is wet. Can we get the gross weight? 67.3. That's what I put down, wasn't it? Yes, exactly. So that's what I've put down. We'll probably burn a little bit.
Okay,
off of that,
all
but not
doors and
much.
hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
67.3. Good, I am actually going to go through the checklist this time. Get it. So before start, battery is on, that's obvious. Ground power is irrelevant because we're now on the APU. Hydraulic pumps are on. Navigate down, 6 green, IRS, RN nav. Light test, no oxygen, no yaw damper is on. Nav transfer, first fuel on board, we wanted 6.8, we had 6.8, we've burned 10 kilos on the APU. We've got 4 pumps on, center pumps off. Exit lights armed, fasten seatbelts on, window heat is on, air conditioning on. Flight out, land out, set, pressurization's auto. Auto brakes set to RTO. Hydraulics on and quantity checked. Speed brake down. Parking brake is set. Staff trim, all that changed. Transponder standby. Yes, squawk set. Radio aid set. Aileron trims. Down here, we'll set 0. FMC setup, thrust settings, V speeds are set. Stab trim is set roughly to take off. Window doors, they will be locked and will get secured. We're ready to go. Right, F4, Foxtrot Lima stand 5-3, request push and start.
Ryanair 4, Foxtrot Lima, stand 5-3, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, face east, Ryanair 4, Foxtrot Lima.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome on board.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, stand 4-9, requesting push and start.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, push and start approved, face east.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, sorry, push and start is approved. Can we face the south if that's alright, we've already planned.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, negatives, you're going to have to wait for south. I have another Ryanair aircraft pushing to face east.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
So it's either wait or face east.
So on board 3-3.
Okay, we'll try and face east. If we go right to start the push, and I'll just terminate it once we're heading east-ish. Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, 3 Delta Kilo.
Okay, so happy with the performance. And we're happy we're on the way. Let's get engine number 2 started. So there's 23, look up, watch the spar valve brighten off.
3 Delta Kilo, it turns out we have actually only planned a straight pushback, so is it alright if we stop here?
Rhino 3 Delta Kilo, affirmative.
Roger, thank you, 3 Delta Kilo.
Operation complete.
Rhino 4
Set
Foxtrot
parking
Lima,
brake.
you have finished your push, I take it now, sir.
A-phone, stationary disconnected,
Stand
Ryanair 4
by.
Foxtrot Lima.
Rhino 4 Foxtrot Lima, thank you.
Okay, start engine 1.
Hi, Rhino 3 Delta Kilo, apologies about that.
It's alright, didn't affect me.
No problem, sir. We try and keep you guys apart.
Okay, having a look down.
You definitely do a good job of it, that's for sure.
So, looking for about 23. There it is. Up. Stop. Valve. Spar valve. Right and off.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
There we go, both engines stable, 246 and 300 kilos an hour. 280, but who is counting? Run through the flow. For the pin, there's the pin, flap 5. Trip set. Okay, flow complete before taxi checklist. Generators both on. APU off. Start switches both set to continuous. Probe heats on. Anti-ice not required. No visible moisture anymore. And we are at we are now 9 degrees, so we would have needed it. I would have needed a quick replan. Pressurization. Pax auto bleeds on. ISO's auto. Flap 5 green light.
Rhino 3 Delta Kilo is ready for taxi.
Stab trim set. Flight controls.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo. You'll need to wait for the other Ryanair aircraft, sir. Give way to the company 737 in front of you on Golf.
Calls
Then
checked.
taxi holding point Mike 1 via Golf and Juliet.
Giving way to company Ryanair to our right, taxi Mike 1, Golf and Juliet, Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo. Any idea how long you will be for taxi, the other aircraft?
I'll be finding out right now, sir.
Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima, request taxi.
And there's the answer. Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima, taxi holding point Mike 1 for runway 23 right via Golf and Juliet.
Taxi holding point Mike 1, runway 23 right via Golf and Juliet, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima.
Everything seems to plan out just perfectly. Brilliant. We're following Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo.
Checked. We're not going to make that, so we will go straight to Golf 2. Let's get most of the setup done.
Ryanair 562, Manchester, good afternoon, vacated TCI.
Ryanair 562, Manchester Ground, good afternoon. Taxi stand 47 via Bravo, Kilo and Juliet.
Bravo, Kilo, Juliet, stand 47, Ryanair 562.
Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima, contact Manchester radar 118.575. Have a good one, bye now.
Radar 118.575. Thanks for the service. Have a great day, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. sat down. Manchester radar, good afternoon. Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima, taxiing Juliet, holding Mike 1, runway 23 right.
Have a good flight.
Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima, Manchester radar, good afternoon, hold Mike 1, okay.
Oh, Mike 1, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. So 44 we are able.
Manchester radar, hello, Rhino 3 Delta, Kilo is following company 737-800 in front.
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo, Manchester radar, good afternoon, hold Delta 1. Correction, Mike 1.
Holding Mike 1, 3 Delta Kilo.
Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima, behind the landing air front 737, line up and wait by Mike 1, 23 right behind.
Behind the landing, Air France 737, line up on wait, runway 23 right, Mike 1 behind Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. So, config was checked, flap 5, green light, stab trim set. Still. Takeoff briefing, straight ahead, 2 miles. 3 miles, right 274, 5 miles in set 154 towards Honolulu. Cabin secure, MCP set, transponder on. Strobe lights on. Landing lights on, taxi light off. Did I miss him? Is he gone? Yes. In the time it takes to do the check.
Approaching 23 right.
Air France 193, vacate right, contact aisle 121.850, goodbye.
On runway 23 right.
There we go, holding on the brakes.
Air France 193, clear, moving off the runway, please.
On runway
Fit on strike.
23 right. On runway 23 right.
Shape up delivery not matching.
Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima 23 right, clear takeoff, set between 260, 14 knots.
Take off 23 right, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. Trying to write down and speak at the same time, so 40% let the airplane and the engine stabilise. There we go. Toga. 15 ET.
Right, 3 Delta Kilo by Mike 1 line of white 23.
Fire Mike 123 out line of white, runway 3 Delta Kilo.
80 knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Onto the flight directors.
400.
Command A there.
$1,000.
Let's bug up. The airplane accelerating quite violently.
Right, 4 Foxtrot Lima, score guide and report your passing altitude.
Score guide end, passing altitude 2,000 feet, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima.
Right, 4 Foxtrot Lima, thank you. Identify, climb down, flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. Here with all that going on, missed the flap. Okay. Auto brake onto you. Open off flap. Open off, no lights. Speed limit.
Right, 3 Delta Kilo, T2 right, clear to land, clear to take off, wind 260, 14 knots.
T2 right, clear to take off, Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo.
Hence why we need, actually it's quite difficult to fly this manually because there's quite a lot to do. It's not a bad intercept.
Right, 4 Foxtrot
1,000
Lima,
to go.
climb flight level 140.
Climb flight 140, Ryanair 4, correction, 4 Foxtrot Lima. There you go, nice daytime flight for a change. Showing off the lovely ortho. See what VNAV gives us. Good.
Right, 3 Delta Kilo, score guide and report your passing altitude.
Squawk down passing 2,400, Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo.
Right, 3 Delta Kilo, thank you. Identify, climb down, flight level 90.
Climb down flight level 90,
Past
Ryanair 3 Delta Kilo.
It's accelerating. 4 pumps.
Right, 4 Foxtrot Lima, contact London Control now 132.6, goodbye.
London 132.6, thanks for the service, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima.
Bye.
Ten, 3-3, climbing. Under control, good afternoon, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima, passing flight level 110, climbing flight level 140, Samba.
Right, 4 Foxtrot Lima, London Control, hello, climb now, flight level 330, good afternoon.
I'm flight level 330, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. Certainly feel a bit behind today, 3-3, once, twice, 3 times, good. Interesting Amber and Listo. Don't think the punters would like that. I think I forgot to take the seatbelt sign off. Anyway, let's do the auto takeoff. Air conditioning, pressurization set, yes, we checked. Start switches, continuous, yes. Landing gear off. Auto rake off, flaps on, no light, we checked. Yeah, the altimeters are set. Let's see what that looks like on the map. Jeez.
London, hello, vRYR 31, Victor Kilo, flight level 340.
Can't help thinking it would have been better just to go straight there.
5307 next to the Rocksock 1 hotel arrival. Squawk 5307 as well, and Rocksock 1 until arrival. vRYR 31, Victor Kilo.
But I suppose...
184 Foxtrot Lima, route direct to Lavry.
Direct to Lavry, right, F4 Foxtrot Lima. God, it's all over the place. Lavry. Let's go there. Yeah, still needs that little bit of a turn. So somebody, I think, said they had interest in
502, have a route direct to SOP 2.
with headings. Apart from the bank angle.
SOP 2, split 502.
It's alright.
One center, Speedbird 974, heavy climbing 6,000 via the Compton 3.
Speedbird 974, London Control, hello, connect climb flight level 130, good afternoon.
Climb flight level 130, Speedbird 974, thanks.
London, hello, runway 3, Dr. Kilo, passing flight level 100, climbing flight level 140, Sam 1 Romeo.
Runway 3, Delta Kilo, London Control, hello, route direct to Kidley, climb flight level 190.
Direct Kidley, climb flight level 190, runway 3, Dr. Kilo.
Okay.
So,
Speedbird 974, climb now, flight level 130.
Yep, climbing now, 130, I had to leave the speed restrictions off the SID, Speedbird 974.
Not a problem, break Iberia 316 Kilo, flight heading 025, when ready descend flight level 130, level at beam Hazel.
Heading 035 and descending to flight level 130 to 11 of Hazel, Iberia 31, Victor Kilo.
so off towards Lavry. Just south of Detling. I think it's right over the top of Cranfield. Just 10 check.
London Control, Skyways 111 with you on the unlapped 1 Golf departure out of Heathrow, passing 3,700.
Skyways 111, London Control, hello, climb flight level 220, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, claiming flight level 220, Skyways 111.
Speedbird 974, you're going to be leaving my space shortly, monitor Unicom now 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, see you next ATC.
62 Golf Kilo, hello, flight level 320, descending south,
Looks like we've got stuff all the way.
62 Golf Kilo, London Control, hello, set squawk 2765, QNAV 1 Golf.
QNAV 1 Golf, arrival, squawk 2665, 62, easy 62 Golf Kilo.
Speedbird 502, Papa, Unicom 1228, see you later.
128, Speedbird 502, thanks, bye.
62 Golf Kilo, descend flight level 160.
Sending 160, easy 62 Golf Kilo.
And all station standby, London Control back in 2 minutes.
Right, well, I am being a little bit peckish, so I'm going to keep my headset on, but pop my microphone up and you won't hear from me. Eat a banana. Very rock and roll.
Under control, Ryanair 24 Victor November, passing 3,700, climbing flight level 50, and that's Bogner 1 X-ray.
Ryanair 24 Victor November, London control, hello, climb now, flight level 130.
Climb now, flight level 130, Ryanair 24 Victor November.
Iberia Extreme 150 kilo, resume and navigation stack direct back to Hazel.
Alright, Hazel, Iberia for 1 Victor Kilo.
For an F3 Delta Kilo, will it be the Willow 3 Bravo for Swing Gatwick?
Yes.
Roger.
Virgin 52 Bravo, descent flight level 140 is today, 2 Alpha.
Descent 140,
Skyways 111, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Skyways 111.
Shamrock 272, sending Chinook 2 Delta arrival for flight level 90. Shamrock 272, London control, hello, descent, flight correction, technical 0370. That's score 0370, Shamrock 272. Ryanair 24 Victor November, climb now flight level 370.
Climb now, flight level 370, Ryanair 24 Victor November.
That's my little snack done. But without anyone on the channel, it's pretty difficult to think about doing anything like answering questions. Anyway, there's 300. 3 coming out, coming up 5.5 diff pressures, coming up to 8.
Virgin 52 Bravo, contact Manchester radar 118575, bye-bye.
1182575, Virgin 52 Bravo.
London, good evening, Ryanair 8 Golf Uniform, passing 2,800, climbing 4,000, number 1 Romeo departure. Ryanair 8 Golf Uniform, London, school code 8, climb now, flight level 130, good afternoon. I don't 130, Ryanair 8 Golf Uniform. ET6 2 Golf Kilo, descent flight level 80.
Descending 80, 2 Golf Kilo.
Skyway 111,
just went
climb
to
flight
fly.
level 300, direct to Trent.
Climb flight level 300, direct to Trent, Skyways 111.
But we make it some ATC on the way to Frankfurt. That'd be nice.
Thousand to go.
Any speed restriction for today for an F3 Delta Kilo?
Nope.
Roger.
vRYR 316 kilo decent flight level 80.
Descent to flight level 80, everywhere 31 Victor Kilo.
Definitely not using the reserve fuel.
Shamrock 272 is landing runway 33 Birmingham, turn right now 145 decent flight level 80.
Right, 145, descent to flight level 80, and runway 33, landing Shamrock 2.
KLM 1000, London control.
KLM 1000.
KLM 100, climb flight level 230, good afternoon.
Climb flight level 230, KLM 1000.
Okay, so let's start having a play with this.
London Control, Tomja 165, Bogner 1M departure at 4,900 feet.
Subject 165, London control, hello, climb now flight level 290, good afternoon.
Climb now, flight level 290,
okay.
Tomja 165, good afternoon.
Okay, that's useful. So we can read through these. What's the shit? Oh, we can make it bigger.
Right at 8 Golf Uniform, climb flight level 170.
Climb flight level 170, run at 8 Golf Uniform.
Yeah,
Right
maybe
at 3 Delta Kilo, when ready, descend flight level 150 by Kidley.
Alrighty, descent flight level 150, level Kidley, running 3 Delta Kilo.
Shuttle 16 Delta, Unicorn 1228, see you later.
What's it? Shuttle 16 Delta, see ya.
London Center, Lufthansa 983 with you at flight level 310 for flight level 370.
Lufthansa 983, London control, hello, technical 0302.
London Control, Tomja 165, I'm going to disconnect right now, so I see me doesn't thank you for service, good afternoon.
Bye. Lufthansa 983, technical 0302.
Say again for the squawk, London Center.
I've said it twice, it's in text, range Shamrock 272, turn right headed 155 degrees.
Right heading 155 degrees, Shamrock 270.
Right at 8 Golf Uniform, turn left headed 215, climb flight level 350.
Left 215, climb 350, right at 8 Golf Uniform.
Run at 24 Victor November, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122 decimal, thank you for your service. Ryanair 24 Victor November.
There you
Good afternoon, London Control, Cedar 794 Hotel with you.
794 Hotel London control, squawk heading climb flight level 80, good afternoon.
Oh, it's integers there. Okay, I get it.
Great, 794 Hotel, climb flight level 80.
Climbing 80, Cedar 79 Hotel, 794 Hotel.
vRYR 316 kilo, contact Heathrow direct 11725.
11725, every 31 Victor Kilo, thank you, sir. Jersey 1338.
Jersey 133, London control, hello, when ready, start up approved, taxi on point Echo, runway 27.
Taxi, California Echo, runway 27, Jersey 133.
Shamrock 272, turn right, heading 165, descent to altitude 3000 feet, EQNH is 9908.
Right to 165 down to 3000, and could you repeat QNH?
998.
QNH 998, Shamrock 272.
So, noise
Jersey
abatement.
967, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8 for Jersey 967, see you.
Runway 8, Golf Uniform, resume and navigation, direct Syntex.
Nav direct Syntex, runway Golf Uniform.
Civet 794 Hotel, climb flight level 130.
Climbing 130, Civet 794 Hotel.
Very good afternoon, London Centre. Ryanair 79 Whiskey with you. Inbound Odessa, now beginning descent from flight level 360.
Ryanair 79 Whiskey, just confirm your direct to Odessa now. 79 Whiskey, excellent. Is the Odessa 1 Alpha descent flight level 180, good afternoon.
London, good afternoon, Easy 53, Mike Charlie, flight level 360 in the right, in Lepton towards Frankfurt.
Easy 53, Mike Charlie, London control, hello, set 0305.
0305, Easy 53, Mike Charlie. Flight control, Easy 52, Tango Hotel, sending flight level 250.
Easy 56 Tango Hotel, descent flight level 140, Tempo 1 Golf.
Descent flight level 140, Tempo 1 Golf, Easy 56 Tango Hotel.
Easy 62 Golf Kilo Vector 26 left, turn right now 33 degrees, descent 6,000 feet, DQNH is 1002.
Heading 330 degrees, Easy 62 Golf Kilo, descending 6,000.
So we're expecting
There,
Golf
2138, ready and echo alert residue.
Jersey 1338, backtrack is required via echo, you clear takeoff, the wind is 26 degrees at 14.
Clear takeoff to 7 Jersey 138.
Okay, so either Golf 1,
Ticket 794 Hotel, climb flight level 390.
Golf 1,
Climbing 390, Civet 794 Hotel.
Easy 53 Mike Charlie, expected day 2 Alpha arrival.
Yeah, day 12 arrival, Easy 53 Mike Charlie.
Shamrock 272 left, turn 150 degrees.
Left 150 degrees, Shamrock 272.
or we will expect
Skyways 111 Unicom now, bye-bye.
Switching Unicom, thank you for your service, goodbye. Skyways 111.
Bye.
But I assume it could be any one of those. That's certainly more likely near a terminal rather than something that is a building site. So we'll plan for those. The takeoff minimum chart is actually quite useful for landing on occasion. It's
London Control, good
This will
afternoon,
give you these
speedboat 47
distances.
Mike Golf.
so you can try and work out high-speed taxi for the auto brake.
Good afternoon.
Passex 1 Golf and descend flight level 130, speedboat 47 Mike Golf.
Runway 18 Zulu Lima, good evening, with you climbing 2,300 meters.
Runway 18 Zulu Lima, London control, school connect, climb now 140, good afternoon.
Heading 1408, 18 Zulu Lima. KLM 1000, requesting climb to flight level 290.
You don't need any higher, we don't take anyone higher, so standard flight level 230, flight level 230 for your final level.
Apologies, KLM 1000.
No problems, break EG 62 Golf Kilo descent to altitude 3,000 feet. EG 62 Golf Kilo descent 3,000 feet.
AC-62 Golf Kilo descending 3,000 feet.
Shamrock 272, turn left head in 3, left turn all the way around 005 on that head in, you cleared on left approach runway 33.
Left heading 035, 0 ILS, runway 33, Shamrock.
Running 3 Delta Kilo descent, flight level 100. Kilo, nothing back there, just confirm descent flight level 100.
Anyway, we'll play with them again in a minute.
62 Golf Kilo, you've only got 2 miles to run now. Jersey 1338, maintains 3,000 feet on reach it.
2000, Jersey 1338.
KLM 1000, Odyssey Unicom, bye-bye.
London, hello, ETA 0, I believe we're holding point altitude at Garrett. Switching over to Unicom, KLM 1000, thank you for service.
ETA 0, Papa Lima, London Control, hello, 26 left, clear takeoff, B windless is 23 degrees at 15.
26 left, clear takeoff, 0, Papa Lima.
It's not too bad, 20 degrees.
London Control, good afternoon, Zibo 15 kilo, with you 6,000 feet.
615 Kilo London, hello, climb flight level 90, good afternoon.
Climb flight level 90, Zibo 15.
62 Golf Kilo, expedite descent, you're far too high, keep expediting please.
Expedite our descent, easy 62 Golf Kilo.
Santa Lufthansa 983 with crest flight level 380.
Nope, you need an odd flight level, can you take 390?
390. Lufthansa 983.
You're too loud. Jersey 1338, climb flight level 90.
Climb flight level 90, Jersey 1338.
ET56 Tango Hotel, D10 flight level 80.
Down to 80, ET56 Tango Hotel.
Ticket 794 Hotel Unicom now 1228, bye-bye.
Switching Unicom, bye-bye, controlling, have a good afternoon.
In a bit, breaking Shamrock 272, runway 33, clear to landing, surface wind 26 degrees at 11.
Clear to land, runway 33, Shamrock 272.
Run in 4 Foxtrot, leaving Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
Thanks, Unicom 122, decimal 8, running 4 Foxtrot Lima.
In a bit, break easy 62 Golf Kilo left, turn 290 degrees, you cleared on left 26 left.
Heading 290 degrees and clear to island 26 left, easy 62 Golf Kilo.
Jersey 1.
That's us with some peace and quiet. So, I'm going to load up charts on the iPad. What do we say we had? Airport briefings. Airport shows all of it. Taxi charts are a little bit better. Takeoff minimum. So what I was saying about takeoff minimums is if we have a look at some of these. Oh, that was the other one I needed, wasn't it? One. Was that one? Up at 9. Keep that in mind. If we have a look at this, there is a scale. So it's drawn to scale so you can measure it. But what can be useful, because obviously you can work out with your landing performance what exit you're going to try and make. Bear in mind this is quite a long runway, so halfway down we'd expect to be able to vacate somewhere here. But then you can do the landing performance, but what you can do is use the over is use these to give you the actual intersection distance from the threshold. I'm not going to leave it up, but I normally do keep it open on the iPad just to have a little bit extra. See, they show there the obvious preferred taxiways. They're clearly one way. channel. I think Conan's the FIR boundary. So yeah, nobody's online. They're well on our way, so we can do is use the VATSIM map. Looks like somebody's taking off runway 18. The 8S 11802. And what is it in reality? That's departure it is. Anyway, let's start with star that we've followed. So it's Oku 2 Bravo, which is expecting runway 25 left. But that looks like it works for all of them. So let's get that up here. Why is this so slow? What's going on there? We'll get the hang of this at some point. Yes, right. Arrival. So, 2 Bravo. So there's our arrival. Wow, what a interesting mishmash. Oh, I've done this in the wrong order, haven't I? Oh, we can go that way round, it doesn't matter. Don't need to show you guys really because I'll be doing it on the iPad. So, 2 Bravo, pin that myself. A plethora of approaches. Anyway, we don't want to stare at the radios, there we go. So, having a look at this. What's the notes on here? Clearance limit number 6. GPS, fine. 8. Beyond compliance. Anyway, we expect that. So, 2 Bravo takes us to Charlie, which is for both interesting. I would have thought that would have been for left. I suppose you could merge from both of them. I certainly wouldn't have thought you'd be able to get in that way. Anyway, let's pop 2 Bravo in. At least will give us a better start point. That's what I did wrong last time. Arrival approach, so reference radars. So, if we think we're going to get 25 centre, 25 left. That's what we want. 25 centre. Yeah, we don't want anything else. I think I prefer 25 centre for where we want to go. That would make sense. It's simple. Straight in. So this doesn't look like it's got any DME with it. Frankfurt does. And an NDB probably with a marker and another NDB. Anyway, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward approach. Not much difference between the two, so let's plan for 25 centre. Now some of those will be different because of the approach angle, won't they? I think the 7.3 is clear for 3.2, but give a bit of a challenge. That's 3 degrees. That's 3 degrees as well. So let's go 25 centre. And then let's have a look. It was fun having switches to be able to do this with. But it just wasn't quite worth the money in my mind. Let's move Amitab down here. So there's step through. There is 105, 101. Anyway, onto infill. Oh no, that's why that's not right. That goes here, so step 101, 100, 5 miles. No restriction, infill, Manuf, Ramob, Rokim. Is that it? There's really nothing. Minimum hold 4,000. Speed limit. And if we ever think about what do we want to be doing by there, let's say we don't really want to be doing more than 220 knots. We'll be able to get easily into the flat one arc. Should we need to 220B / that's going to make a bit more sense. I think this time. There isn't really much else to do for this approach. Not sure why there's no arc there. We can hold if we need to. 205, yeah, that sounds far out, is it? 03. There's the centre. No, that's left, this is centre, so down to 4,000. It's just the turning point. There's actually a waypoint there, isn't there? Yeah, I mean, this looks relatively sensible. Redcoat is 11 miles out, 4,000 feet, 180 knots. Should have been 10. And I'll put 5 in. We may change it depending on what's going on. Maybe we don't want to be. How far out is that? Let's get rid of that restriction actually. 240. Bit low. Just don't really want the aeroplane slowing down too late. Anyway, so I think we want 115. .5 for Charlie. On Frankfurt 1142. To the missed approach, we want 11335. The ILS we want 11155. And we want 297 and 382. There's an easy one. So, if we are initially on the missed approach for 11335, then 382, which means 297, maybe, who knows. Let's see, hopefully we won't need to use the NDPs. So the question of minima comes up quite a lot. Minima are listed here for an ILS. It's interesting the B is shown on here, so just call up the chart. So we don't want too far. 25 left. 5 centre, yeah. 25 centre is a little bit better on mine because it's clear it's got cap 1 and 2 combined rather than them being separate. And the reason for that is because on this chart there's limited information that you can fit in. And so effectively what we'll do is we will get the weather, see what the cloud base visibility is. As long as it is greater than these, then we can use these for the approach, otherwise we'll be looking at lower categories of approach. Now I'll give you an example. If the light slope was inactive, GS out here, then you can see that this number is greater than minima are higher, because there's less guidance. So the visibility requirements are higher as well. You see that full approach lighting here, you can land in 550 meters visibility or greater. But if the glide slope is not working, it increases to 1400, which is a bit of a difference. We can actually pick up the 80s. So let's have a listen.
1520, expect ILS approach runway 25 center or 25 right runways and use 1825 center and 25 right transition level 60. Wind 200 degrees 8 knots. Visibility 8 kilometers, light rain clouds. Few clouds at 7 20, expect ILS approach runway 25 center, 25 right runway, use 1825 center and 25 right transition level 60. Wind 200 degrees 8 knots. Visibility 8 kilometers, light rain clouds. Few clouds at 700 feet, broken 1300 feet. Temperature 3. Dew point 2 QNH 1014 trend, becoming clouds, overcast 700 feet. Frankfurt information, whiskey.
Oh, that was a
Out.
Now, was that QNH 1001? I am going to cheat. Few 700, broken 14, I got 13. 1550. So now 1550 maybe it's not been updated. 1014. Anyway, penciled in. So the lowest cloud that we've got from that was few at 700 feet. Few is not the cloud base that the broken 013 would be, although it does mean that you could be unlucky and end up with a patch of cloud, potentially at minimum, can stop you. The clouds are from aerodrome level, so regardless, even on either of these, you would be visual whenever you needed to be. So we're going to hope that we get 25 center. If not, we'll request 25 center. And there's often a lot of confusion where people put in, they use the radio altimeter to give this height, and that's incorrect. The decision altitude, unless it's listed as RA, and if I get the Q 23, see the difference here, unless it's listed as RA, then you don't use RA 100. The RA is 98, it's actually slightly better. It's either baro or radio altimeter. The decision height for Cat 3 is always radio altimeter, but unless it is listed as radio altimeter with a figure, then the baro figure is used. That's just there in case you are using QFE. So, 564 is going with us. Putting the descent winds in. 564, set, and doing the descent calculation. So we've got everything in. We think we're going to burn 6 tons of fuel. But let's pop in the descent forecast first. We think it's going to be 1014. The winds at 310, 200, 100, transition level 060 from the ATIS, or you can calculate it if you know the QNH. Let's go back. Oh, yes. Yes. Let's go back to charts. There's our descent forecast. 310 is 243. 26. 246 and 31. 2494. Maybe those would be better. I don't know. Anyway, that is 25 center, which we'll ask if we don't get. That's 25 left, which we don't want. which we definitely won't get. Oh look, there's us. Just cheating a little bit. And there's all our taxi exits, port, medium, oh we're medium, day only, okay, it's not day. So what this is asking us to do, yeah, we're medium category, aren't we, so it is not daytime now. I think I'm fair and correct in saying. And descent. So we need to do planning. So we are going to lose 5 off that, so 63. Set for the moment. We've got I've got 2 over left. Frankfurt, actually 1257 on there. It's our indication of when to start and turn, although we'll probably get vectored 100 miles away. We have a little bit of a lap. Sort out some of this lighting. Wouldn't have the one in reality. But you do tend to need it in here, so we can see. Okay, so 63.9 is what we're going to plan for. As we said on here, 25 centre. .208, I think is who we're going to speak to next. So let's use those as a guide. The Lima 10 is what we want to aim for. Lima 10. And that has helpfully got the distance 1700, so using QSIM planner again, or whichever tool takes your particular fancy. The plan 25 centre. We say it was 210. 208. More of a crosswind than any headwind. You said 63. It's going to be a aim for about 1700 metres. So water break 3, flap 30 is giving us 1698. Just do that. Easy. That should, with any luck, have us stopped well before Lima 10, because obviously that's coming to a complete stop. We're going to carry through maybe 40, 30, start going to manual braking and aim to vacate as we like, expecting then to vacate a right turn, and we'll ask for some of the stands down here. Suits me. We also had some descent plan. Doing all that just so we stay high a bit longer. So, that is pretty much us. So, auto brake set, minima set, 2.5 centre fixed rings, done the performance counts, parked up Victor's. I say that was Victor's 061. So, let's give us something like 210. See how the mod gets on. Pressurization set. So, that altitude set, anti-ice we will put on regardless. Approach briefing we talked about, more than ample fuel. It's going back nicely. Bring my hardware throttle back as well, which is a lot better now, but still not quite perfect. Locked. Not bugs, yes, and 147 plus 5. Horses set. And there we are in the descent. Real shame that. What's that? So there's a read roar. Such a shame, so I'm going to really need to work on the scenery loading, etc. Right, have a quick toilet break. Back in 2 seconds. Just me banging my way into my desk. So, here we are. Got a big biggest fan of the moving map. I think it's a bit of a cheat. Never mind. So, and I think that's the only one that's online. Let's just have a quick check. Anyway, airplane looks to be behaving itself.
With information whiskey, connection 1014, Airbus A319, requesting offer clearance to Stockholm, Arlanda.
Scandi 638, you are cleared to Stockholm via the
Very German.
4 Tango departure, flight plan route Squawk 1000.
Scandinavian 638, cleared to Stockholm, Arlanda via Maroon 4 Tango departure, Squawk 1000.
Scandi 638, readback is correct.
Frankfurt approached. Good Narben, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima 738 information whiskey. Currently passing flight level 232, descending flight level 130. Unoko to Bravo.
Ryanair 4 Fox Lima, Langen radar, hello, identified, descent flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima.
And for Fox Lima, expect vectors ILS 25 center.
Okay, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. Should have been a Roger, never mind.
Langen radar, schönen guten Abend. Die Lufthansa, meine Papa Zulu geht Alpha 13 with information whiskey, request IFR clearance to Bremen.
Lufthansa 9er, Papa Zulu, you are clear to Bremen via the Maroon 6 Mike departure, flight plan route Squawk 1000.
We are clear to Bremen via the Maroon 6 Mike departure out of 25 center and Squawk 1000, Lufthansa 9er, Papa Zulu.
9er, Papa Zulu, readback is correct.
Frankfurt approach, Georgia Sky 23 Charlie Kilo. On your frequency coming down out of 220,000.
German Eagle 23 Charlie Kilo, Frankfurt arrival, good evening, Squawk 2141.
Hope he did. So inbound to Rocket.
Golf Echo Lima 23 Charlie Kilo, Squawk 2141.
2141 and call sign is Georgia Sky.
Georgia Sky, thank you.
Good evening, Frankfurt approach, Silver Hours 22, stands 237, requesting IFR to Gatwick.
Sierra Victor Whiskey 22, you're cleared to Gatwick via the Oboka 1 Mike departure, flight plan route Squawk 2142.
We are cleared to Gatwick by the Oboka 1, but can you confirm the score, please, for Silver Arrows 22?
Silver Arrows 22, Squawk is 2142.
2142, Silver Arrows 22, thanks.
And Georgia Sky 23 Charlie Kilo, Squawk more Charlie, please.
Charlie 7, 23 Charlie.
Georgia Sky 23 Charlie Kilo, identified, descend, flight level 110, turn right heading 030.
030.
as we've said before, not realistic use of the anti-ice, but I am petrified of it, explain, having been caught out twice before.
Your wings 133 Charlie Yankee, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, and you're cleared ILS approach runway 25 center. Your wings 133 Charlie Yankee.
Your wings 133 Charlie Yankee.
I'd like you to listen up a little better on the frequency.
Telling off.
Descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, cleared ILS approach runway 25 center.
Brutal.
Descending 4,000, cleared ILS approach 25 center. QNH 1014.
MAN-FRA for the wing 62 Lima, request taxi.
Your wing 62 Lima, taxi to holding point runway 18 via November.
Taxi to holding point 18 via November for wing 62 Lima, danke.
And Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, we are ready for push Alpha 13. Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, pushback is approved. Pushback approved, 9 Papa Zulu.
Set down there.
Georgia 23 Charlie Kilo, descend flight level 80.
Descending down to 80.
That happened before. Frankfurt in the Merc. Yeah, I guess it is, just...
Right now for Fox Lima, descend flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80, Ryanair for Foxtrot Lima. Be fun. It's looking alright. But he's going to insist on vectoring. Just let me fly the approach. So we want to make sure that we match heading whenever we're expecting vectors, because at some point we will be given a heading, and if it's maintain present heading, you can just hit heading
Thank you,
select.
radar, good day, Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango, stand Alpha 28, Airbus A319, requesting clearance to Düsseldorf, with information Whiskey.
Düsseldorf.
Lufthansa Tango Tango, you're cleared to Düsseldorf via the Maroon 6 Sierra departure, flight plan route Squawk 2120.
Cleared to Düsseldorf via the Maroon 60 departure, flight plan route, and our squawk is 2120, Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango.
Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango, actually your call sign in the system is just Lufthansa Tango Tango, you might want to check that.
Very
Right
efficient.
now for Fox Lima, turn left heading 070.
Left heading 070, Ryanair for Foxtrot Lima.
Georgia 23 Charlie Kilo, turn left heading 340.
So he's going to give us a downwind.
Düsseldorf, Georgia 23 Charlie Kilo. Confirm 230.
Correction, turn left heading 330.
330. Air 3 Charlie Kilo.
.500 speed brake, then get the speed back. All forward facing lights on. Seatbelt sign is on. Pressurization's fine. No, we don't want flap.
Frankfurt, place 1 at requesting Alpha clearance, Gatwick, and Alpha 14, information with point 7 800.
Ryanair 476 Frankfurt arrival, good evening. It would help if you speak a little closer to the microphone, and you are cleared to Gatwick via the Oboka 1 Mike departure, flight planned route Squawk 2121.
Clear to Gatwick via the Oboka 1 Mike departure, Squawk 2121, Ryanair 4767.
Ryanair 4767, that sounds a lot better, thank you. And readback is correct. Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo, turn left heading 250, vectors ILS 25 center.
250, Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo.
So, we're not yet quite going to make it.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, we are ready for
Go.
taxi. Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, taxi to holding point runway 25 center via November 5 and Lima. To holding point 25 center via November 5 and Lima, Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu.
We corrected our call sign and are ready for pushback. Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango.
Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango, pushback is approved.
Pushback approved. Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango. Frankfurt approach, good evening. Lufthansa 21 Charlie Bravo, request radio check please.
Lufthansa 21 Charlie Bravo, reading you 5.
Reading 5.
So, minimum 247, course set IFCW, I did correct. Do we think we're going to get shuffled in after this guy?
Air 23 Charlie Kilo, at your discretion, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, and you are cleared ILS 25 center.
Cleared ILS 25 center, at own discretion, descend 4,000. Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo.
If I had known, I could have planned
Your
that
wings
bit better.
133 Charlie Yankee, wind 200 degrees 10 knots, runway 25 center, clear to land.
Runway 25 center, clear to land, Eurowings 133 Charlie Yankee.
So we can accept
Silver hours 22, request push and start 237.
Silver Arrow 22, push and start are approved.
I button inserted, release parking brake.
He's playing the Zibo too.
Following 6 to Lima, fully ready, holding point 18.
Or at least use the
Your wing
pushback.
6 to Lima, wind 200 degrees 10 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Clear to take off, 18, following 6 to Lima, Delta.
Ryanair 4 Fox Lima, turn left heading 340.
Left heading 340 degrees, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima. So much easier with an actual MCP. Mind. One thing I do have difficulty with is an X-Pilot can only have one key set for PTT, so it's on my joystick. But obviously using the mouse right-handed means I've got to use sort of be cross-armed to try and respond, which is a shame. It'd be a lot better if X-Pilot could, might see if I can make a suggestion for that, if it could accept different, more than one PTT.
Georgia Air 26, Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo, what's your intention?
We seem to capture the localizer quite aggressively.
Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo, continue on heading 250 and then everything will work out fine.
250 for Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo. I am using a quite older sim, so that the autopilot's not advanced. Well, in the same aircraft on other sim.
23 Charlie Kilo, now you need a heading of 260 to intercept again.
260 to intercept. Charlie.
Ryanair 4 Lima, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu at Lima 5, fully ready.
Actually, that's...
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, wind 200 degrees, 10 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
25 center, cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu.
Fueling 62 Lima, identified, climb flight level 240.
Identified, climb flight level 240, hovering 62 Lima.
Ryanair 4 Fox Lima, turn left heading 250.
Left heading 250 degrees, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima.
Idaho, Lufthansa 66, Will 230.
So we will try...
Lufthansa 66, Frankfurt arrival, good evening, Squawk 1000.
Try and manage the energy here. This is interesting with X-Pilot, by the way. You don't have to have any AI aircraft enabled, so maybe that's helped a little with the frame rates. We will try and manage the energy here so that we don't actually end up flying this continuously, because obviously until we intercept the localizer we can't descend. So
Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo here, still south of the localizer, turn right by 10 degrees to intercept.
Right 10 degrees to intercept, Georgia Air 23 Charlie.
So
And Ryanair 4 Fox Lima, maintain heading 250 for now, and you are cleared ILS approach, runway 25 center as soon as you catch the localizer.
localizer established, cleared ILS approach, runway 25 center, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima.
Lufthansa 66, confirm flight level 230.
Hey, from Lufthansa 66.
Lufthansa 66, identified, descend flight level 110.
110, Lufthansa 66.
So we'll just wait for the glide slope, which should come in shortly.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, identified, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, 9 Papa Zulu.
Georgia Air 23 Charlie Kilo, you are too low, climb altitude 4,000 feet and turn right heading 260.
4,260.
Oh, look at Daisy.
Fueling 62 Lima, you're leaving my airspace, switch to Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Switch Unicom, hovering 62 Lima, down service, cheers, bye-bye.
I'll do a height cross check.
Silver Arrow 22, ready for taxi.
But
Say again?
25.
Silver Arrow 22, we are ready for taxi.
Airspace 022, taxi to holding point, runway 25 center, via November 15 and Lima.
We had 18 planned, but so can we get 18?
No, actually you are clear for the Boca 1 Mike departure, and that's runway 25 center.
Roger, can we get the taxi instructions again, please?
Dear oh dear.
Silver Arrow 22, you are re-cleared via Boca to Sierra departure, and then you may taxi November 17 to holding point runway 18.
We are cleared on the Boca to Sierra and we'll taxi to November 17 or 318.
Painful. So, this could be interesting from an energy management perspective.
Lufthansa 66, fly heading 360, and if you could expedite your descent, I can turn you in a little bit earlier. Expect vectors for ILS 25 center.
25 center, we'll give you your best rate and fly heading 360, Lufthansa 66.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, you're leaving my airspace, switch to Unicom 122.8, ciao.
So, we're going to select approach.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, danke, tschüss.
Ciao.
Glide slope is armed, we're still in vertical speed, hence why they're both still lit.
I'm sorry, you are not in my airspace.
Roger.
Common misconception there that the MCP buttons equal what's going on. They don't. This is the only source of information. That will capture within 1 dot, and then we are ILS established. So the missed approach is straight ahead to 5,000. Or 12 DME Frankfurt, and then turning right to Talon. Talnus VOR.
Scandinavian 638, requesting push and start.
Scandinavian 638, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Scandinavian 638.
There we go, glide slope captured. Might as well go flap 1 at this point and see if the aeroplane will gradually slow itself down.
Lufthansa 66, turn left heading 360.
360, taxi 66.
Ryanair 4 Foxtrot Lima ILS established, runway 25 centre, 15 DME.
4 Fox Lima, thank you.
There you go, we're so far out that
Ryanair 133 Charlie Yankee, taxi to stand.
this will
Victor
just
106, via Lima.
happily creep back. Don't want to get too close to the guy in front who seems to be having the worst day of his life. There's the missed approach altitude 5,000 set. It's not going to go anywhere.
Georgia Sky 23 Charlie, Kilo, wind 200 degrees, 7 knots, runway 25.